Shut up and sit down.
What's the story, Internet?
Shut up and sit down.
What's the story, Internet? Hope everyone is having a wonderful Thursday. Got plenty of matches to talk about today, so we're going to start with the Midweek Premier League matches, then go into the Champions League matches, and then finish off with the old Europa League. So yeah, let's start with the two Premier League fixtures that we had this week. So, Everton versus Manchester City. Everton won, Manchester City 3. I don't think there was too much of a shock there. Now, Everton have been doing quite well this season, and I think going into it there was an expectation that maybe they could get a result here. However, after losing to Fulham over the weekend, it was like, maybe not. So yeah, Manchester City brushed them aside. It wasn't even a close contest really. I mean, 71% possession to 29, 16 shots to 3, 7 on target to 2. So that is Manchester City's game in hand. So that means they are 10 points clear of Manchester United and Leicester. Everton still have a game in hand, but they aren't in as strong a position as they were before. Now, they're only 3 points behind Liverpool in 7th, but they are only a point ahead of Aston Villa, who have 2 games in hand still. So, not the best of results for the Merseyside side. Merseyside squad. On to the result from yesterday. Burnley won, Fulham won. Not a positive result for either side, really. Fulham scored first thanks to Ola Aina, and then Ashley Barnes equalised not too much longer after 49th and 52nd minutes. Relatively even match, 54% possession in favour of Fulham to 46 for Burnley. Both 8 shots, both 3 on target. The reason I say it's not an awfully positive scoreline for either of them, it did take Burnley ahead of Brighton. However, it was their game in hand, so if they could have got the 3 points, they would have been level on Palace and Southampton. And then it really doesn't help Fulham, because against a side that's there or thereabouts where they are, doesn't help their bid for to stay in the league. So they're still 6 points behind Newcastle, still 7 points behind Brighton, and now 8 points behind Burnley. Now, they are still 6 points ahead of West Brom, but ultimately it doesn't matter, because 18th and 19th you're going down. So not an awfully positive result for either of them. So, jumping over to the Champions League, Liverpool beat Red Bull Leipzig 2-0. Relatively convincing scoreline. Even on possession, Leipzig had more shots with 12 to Liverpool's 10. Only 2 of them were on target though, to Liverpool's 3. And at the end of the day, it's the main result, 2-0. So Salah and Mane with the goals there. So sets up a good return leg for Liverpool at Anfield, and gives Leipzig quite an uphill battle to contend with. Barcelona 1, Paris Saint-Germain 4. I don't think anyone saw that coming really. Lionel Messi put Barcelona ahead thanks to a 27th minute penalty. Then Mbappe scored a hat-trick, and Moise Kean got a goal sandwiched in the middle of his second and third goals. Barcelona had the possession, as is expected. It's Barcelona. The Barcelona style of play, the tiki-taka. But Paris had more shots, 16 to 12, more of them on target, 9 to 4. So yeah, very convincing win. Although, last time this happened, Barcelona went to Paris and famously won 6-4. So, we'll have to see what happens in Paris, but don't count Barcelona out just yet. One of those sides that you can't count out. Sevilla 2, Dortmund 3. The serial Europa League team goes and puts up a good performance against a team that is generally quite renowned to be in the Champions League, Dortmund. Erling Haaland got 2 goals and then got an assist. Got the assist for the Dahoud goal. Sevilla surprisingly had the possession, 66% possession. They are usually one of those teams that sits back and soaks up the pressure. Very similar to Atletico Madrid, and it's a system they used to beat Manchester United and Inter Milan in the Europa League semi-final and finals last year, and to soak up Bayern Munich's pressure. Obviously, they went for a different tack this time. So, So yeah, so this is good for Dortmund, gives them 3 away goals to take back to Dortmund, and sets up a very tasty second leg. So into the other match, another, I don't want to disrespect Porto by saying a shock result, but it was a shock result. One of the favourites, Juventus, losing 2-1. And from the second minute, Porto just didn't take their foot off the gas. Juventus had the possession, 66-34, but what's the word? Possession does not win you matches. It's all about opportunities. It's all about the opportunities you take. So 12 shots for Juventus to 8 for Porto, both 5 on target, and Porto made it count. Federico Chiesa saving Juventus with an away goal in the 82nd minute still gives them all to do in Turin. So speaking of Turin, let's jump over to the Europa League. And the reason I say speaking of Turin is because I'm going to jump straight into Manchester United versus Real Sociedad, where Manchester United won 4-0. Happy days. Bruno Fernandes double, Marcus Rashford and Dan James getting a late 4th goal. So that's 4 away goals to take back to Old Trafford. Now I know we haven't been the best team at home this season, but I would hope that we wouldn't squander a 4-0 lead. So Manchester United had 13 shots to Sociedad's 8. Only 2 on target for the Spanish side, whereas there's 10 on target for Manchester United. Sociedad's goalkeeper, I just need to find his name, Alex Romero, did very well in the first half, and especially to keep it down to 1-0. Sociedad did have the possession, 60% to 40. I've already said the same, you can say it yourselves, possession does not win matches. But a very convincing win for Manchester United, and hence the reason why I'm wearing the away kit today, represent the away boys. Just going through no other major shocks, with the exception of, excuse the pronunciation here, but Gvenezvesta drew 2-2 with AC Milan. Young Boys beat Leverkusen 4-3. And Benfica held Arsenal to a 1-1 draw. Oh, and Granada beating Napoli. Now, it's not that big of a thing because there's still the second leg. So Arsenal's got to play at the Emirates, Napoli's got to play in Naples, Milan has got to play in Milan, and Leverkusen have got to play at Leverkusen. So these were all away fixtures, and all of them got away goals, which are very important to take with you. However, if you're looking at just this one scoreline, these are quite shocking results. So one other thing I wanted to mention, Gareth Bale finally gets back on the score sheet with Wolfsburg, with Tottenham against Wolfsburg. Not the Wolfsburg you're thinking of, it's an Austrian Wolfsburg. But still, I don't think it's going to boost my want to watch card in FIFA anytime soon. I can't imagine him getting an inform for 1 goal. So yeah, quite a performance from the European fixtures this week, and also from the Premier League fixtures, important fixtures in the table. So I will be back with you tomorrow for a preview. So in the meantime, I hope you're all staying safe, keeping out of trouble. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And until then, ta-ra for now.